That's right. We're in your systems. Oh, wow. That got serious. Oh. Well, as ready as I can be, I guess, right? You know, it's always a struggle.
Well, I guess when you're younger,
it's fun when you're younger. It's just that you know, when you get older, you gotta get a gift for, you know, the same people again, year after year. And I like the part of just getting together and, you know, having dinner and some drinks and hanging out. I wish it would just be that, you know.
Yeah, when you're younger, it's like as soon as December 1st hits, you're like, oh boy, gotta be good. You know, it's like a buildup for a month. When when you get to our age, just like, man, I literally start thinking about it most of the time, most years, December 24th.
Right. Right.
I literally, all my shopping is done on Christmas Eve. Boom, bang. Get Christmas 25th comes around, you hammer it out, and then you're on to New Year's Eve or whatever.
I mean, that is the one nice thing that the Amazon Primes of the world has made shopping a little bit easier. So it definitely takes that stress out of it. But there's still that constant stress of like, I don't know what the hell to get you. Like, why do we have to exchange gifts? You know, it's like, we could just buy it on our own. Why can't we just get together and have dinner, have some laughs, and just call it a night?
In the hustle and bustle, everybody, in the hustle and bustle of this modern age we live in, it's hard to think. It's stressful to think to buy a gift for somebody you see every day. You know, it's hard to be creative.
I don't know. Also, I think because I'm getting older, I don't know. It's kind of weird. I don't know, but I don't know. I'm not religious, so I feel like it almost doesn't. I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't be partaking as much in a way. I feel like because it's a very, you know, it's a big Catholic holiday, and because I'm not very religious, I feel like, well, you know, it's like we're just doing it for tradition's sake. So, which is okay. But I feel like I'm, you know, I feel like, you know, the gift should be more for the religious, the religious
people
out there. Yeah, the religious people out there. So we should just, you know, get together, and that should be the extent of it.
That's a take I haven't heard of. Like the people who are you saying that people that are really religious and Catholic and whatever, Christian, they're the ones that really should be buying gifts for each other?
Yeah, because, you know, that's, you know.
Like, Christmas. How bad at Catholics? We're gonna fucking
really. I mean, it is what it is. It's a Christian holiday, and you know, I don't know. I almost feel like a little guilty partaking in it to the fullest extent. You know, when I was growing up, we did the Sunday school and all that, but as I got older, I kind of drifted away for one reason or another, and you know, I kind of like. You know, we're just doing it for tradition's sake, and you know, we go to family, and it's nice, and it's great to get together with family, and that is enough of a reason. But then it's like the gifts thing is like, I don't know, maybe this seems like taking advantage of the system in a way.
I'm not gonna say fucking Christmas because I don't want to be struck by lightning, but
you just did.
You know, but he does it. I don't mean it. Right, I don't really mean it. I'm just saying it as a joke. A little wackiness for. I was saying this I go work with a dude who's extremely religious, which Real treat, by the way.
Oh, why? Because you get the you get the sermons every day.
Oh God, it's everything is like my pastor said. You know, the movies he watches are Christian movies. The TV he watches is like the old Jimmy Swaggart fucking TV, like those channels. Like I think it's called TBN.
Oh
or
yeah,
something.
sure. Yeah, the TBN.
Yeah. Everything is. I'm just like, oh Christ, it's tiresome, man.
Enough with your yapping.
Oh, it's tiring. I just feel like, in all due respect, I just feel like you're not a. But I tell him, this is what I was getting to. I tell him, I was like, one day I was like, you know what, my Jesus, if I believe in fucking Jesus, I just gave into his stuff and his talk. I was like, my Jesus says motherfucker and cunt all the time. So that's what I believe in. All right? I can go fucking Christ. I can say that because my Jesus says, hey, fuck you, Kieran. You know?
He does?
You know what I mean? The guy I believe in talks like me, damn it. Or I talk like him.
That's a scary thought.
Right. My fucking Jesus.
Kieran believes in Tommy Christ.
Right. When I go to the confessional at my church of fucking guy.
Church of Joey Day Saints.
And I want to think I'm confessing to Jesus about my sins. And he's going, did you bang any broads out this weekend? And I go, no, Jesus. Again, I jerked off into a sock. Boo-boo me.
I want to read Kieran's Bible. And on the 7th day, God said, go fuck yourself.
407 whores ago. Oh, wait, no, that's Abraham.
That's terrible. That was just a terrible reference.
And yeah, no pardon of the seas. It's more like pardon of the old you know what I'm saying? Oh, by the way, this is us talking about Christmas.
Right, we're on, right.
Are we gonna get a letter from the Catholic League or whatever the fuck it is?
God turned water into Coors Light. Nice one, Leroy.
And on the 7th day, God turned water into Coors Light.
Oh my God.
Leroy Jenkins checking in. You should be a Jehovah's Witness. There you go.
Tommy 316.
The thing I don't understand, I don't even want to know.
For
some reason are we talking about Christmas now?
Whatever you want to talk about.
Or should we just start bashing on religion?
Well, it's not bashing. We're just understanding that you have your own little religion.
I've seen many of I've talked
the Church of Kieranology.
Yeah, fucking A. You know, I don't know. People have the folks that are not, I feel like you hear people talk about this, you know, comedians alike and all that. And they're like, I'm not really religious, but I believe in something, you know?
Right.
I believe there's something up there.
Right.
So I'm kind of like in the same way. I'm like, I believe there's something. I believe in being a good person and going out there going, hey, like everybody I walk by on the street, I'm like, hey, you're a cunt. You're a fucking asshole. I don't do that. I believe in being like a nice person. Oh, here we go.
It rings.
Caller, you're on the air. What's your name? Where you're from?
Nigger.
Oh, that's not.
Nigger.
That's not right. That's not right.
Was that Coach Rodriguez?
I believe that was Santa Claus, everybody.
Oh, he's getting all angry because he's got to get ready.
Yeah, he's like, God damn. He just saw his route over Harlem.
Kieran! It's terrible.
Come on, I don't know. I got to try to put a good light on that awful fucking idiot, ignorant piece of shit that just called into the radio program.
Well, now I know why YouTube just like deletes our shows.
That was terrible. Who was that? Santa Claus. Gotta stop drinking.
I think that was Leroy Jenkins. No, I'm joking. Joking.
Yeah. So Christmas is gonna be fun. Oh yeah, religions.
Right.
What do Mormons celebrate?
Having
anything? I feel like
now the Mormons, are they the ones that have like the multiple wives, or am I getting that confused with something?
oh, that's just straight polygamy. I think that's.
Oh, it's just
Is that the? I don't know. Is that the Mormons?
Yeah, do the Mormons do that? I just remember I saw Book of Mormons, and that was just a funny show.
Somebody from help me out. Is the Mormon religion the ones that wear like the fucking sacred underwear or some shit?
Aw.
Can you look that up, Rock? I got so much shit.
Yeah.
I got so much shit running over here. I can't.
The internet's just buzzing by you, right?
Yeah, I got like
Mormons.
I got them Christmas lights. I swear to God, it's gonna set my fucking apartment on fire.
The Mormons, those are the ones that the guy from Westchester started, right?
No, that's Scientology, and that was started in Edison, New Jersey.
No, I was right. It initiated by Joseph Smith in upstate New York during the 1820s. I was right.
Leroy Jenkins checking, and he says, yes, sacred undies.
Mormons are a religious and cultural group related to Mormonism, the principal branch of the Latter-day Saint movement of the Restorationalist Christianity, initiated by Joseph Smith in upstate New York during the 1820s. After Smith's death in 1844, the Mormons followed Brigham Young to what would become the Utah Territory. Utah!
Give me two.
Today, most Mormons are understood to be members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Who are these Latter-day Saints?
You know, they
What does that mean? Like fucking guys that came up with the...
They're not before, they're latter.
Yeah, they're like way after Jesus. They just started making up their own rules.
Yeah.
These guys are fucking... It's like the, you know... It's like the NFL began. It had a certain rules for the game. And then 40 years down the line, guys like, nah, we should change that rule.
It's the it's the Monday morning quarterback of religions. It's like... It's like, oh, I see how they did it.
I think you just blew up the internet, Rock. You just said that Mormonism is the Monday morning quarterback of religion. That is fucking brilliant. I think you're right though on that. To be honest with you.
Right, they waited for them all to like try to get their shit together, and they're like, you know what? You're doing this wrong. We could do that better.
Are they like who do they believe? So they believe in Jesus.
Yeah. It's a form of Christianity.
Yeah. So, but they're like, fuck. All this shit just is fucking hocus pocus to me.
Hocus pocus.
Oh, hocus pocus.
Karen, a TV remote's hocus pocus to you. So let's be honest.
Oh. We're trying to get in that Christmas spirit. People,
oh right,
so,
that's right. We're talking about Christmas.
But apparently Hanukkah starts on Tuesday.
So wait, now I want to know about the polygamists. So what religion are they? Because they
I think they're associated with Mormons, aren't they?
Polygamy. Let's see.
What is polygamy? Is like when you have multiple wives, but is that associated with the religion?
Yeah, I don't.
You know, I have that shit here in Arizona.
Really?
Like up north, I have that shit.
I think you would be good at it. Yeah, I think you could handle that.
Banging multiple wives. Fuck that.
Fuck that. What do you mean?
One of them is bound to be a cunt. And it's going to fuck up the whole dynamic.
Yeah, Church of Latter-day Saints. Yeah, I guess the Mormons definitely have a... there is a Mormon fundamentalism.
Oh, those are like the radical Mormons?
Yeah, they're radical, all right.
The radical Mormons are the polygamists?
Yeah.
Is that what figuring out?
Yeah, according to Leroy Jenkins, right-wing Mormons are polygamists. So, yeah, so it's the Mormon religion that's focused. So what was that? What was that show on HBO that was like, you know, is all about it?
Oh, that was Big Love.
Big Love. Yeah.
Yeah. That was a great one, Big Love.
Yeah. What's the matter? So you couldn't do it? You couldn't be married to like 3 or 4 women at a time?
Are we talking about Christmas? No, I can't. No, I can't fucking, dude.
I feel like you're so nice and you're good at like, you know, dealing with people. Especially I think with women, you're good. You're good at talking to women. I think you could do that.
My kryptonite is fucking annoying broads. It's just...
Well, when you marry them, you just don't marry anyone. You got to pick them out.
It diffuses any power I have or any coolness. I just want to fucking explode. I'd rather have dynamite strapped to my chest when a girl's like cackling away at me and go, you taking the fucking garbage in there. You had to be the fucking. I want to just explode. Like just hit a button and I just explode.
But Kira, with the polygamy, like after you have your first wife, then she gets to help find the next one. And then when you have two, now you have three people to help figure out who the next one is. So it's not like you're just figuring it out on your own. You kind of like, it's a nice group project. So you really can weed out the yappers, if you will.
So you're talking about polygamy being a group project? What is the goal for me to just blow loads everywhere? Not be able to pay for shit.
That's the end game. No, you got to pay for everything.
Put myself more in debt.
Yeah, you just basically you're working. That's all you're doing is working, taking care of them.
No. All right. So what do I have? 3 wives, or can I have like 6?
I think 3 is enough.
Is there a limit on the amount of wives I can have?
Getting women. Have a real stable of women.
Maybe, I don't know.
3. Yeah, that'd be crazy. Oh well. So yeah, Christmas. Christmas is happening.
You know what's great about polygamy? I'll tell you.
Oh
this.
yeah.
I don't think I've ever uttered that phrase in my life. You know what's great about polygamy? But here's the idea, though, is for you to have like you start out with one wife, right?
Okay.
And then you're doing the husband-wife thing for a little bit. Then you get a second one. She helps you find a second one, and then you know. What I'm saying is progressively, they're always going to get younger.
There you go.
You're always going to have, you know, it's like that line from Dazed and Confused.
Yes!
I get older, they stay the same age. You know what I mean?
You know what I love about those polygamy girls?
I get older, they stay the same age. Fuck yeah.
That's right. That's one of the deals. It's like, listen, we'll get another wife, but, you know, we got to knock off another 5 years off her.
Mm-hmm. I hope the robot thing comes around in my lifetime. I tell you that, because when I'm 65 and I'm about to fucking retire out of this motherfucker, I'm getting my hot ass piece of ass fucking robot broad. Yeah, ex machina, everybody. That's what I'm getting. What? I'm fucking download that broad.
Even if you're in a relationship with somebody, you're just piecing out and be like, robot time.
Do you think my wife at 65 years old is gonna give a shit if I'm banging a fucking goddamn robot? She won't care. She's like, you know, she don't want to. Nah. Are we talking about Christmas? What are we doing?
Talking about Christmas?
Yeah. No. This is like dinner music. I love it. Yeah. I can just picture me and Rock out in the, you know, snow falling outside. We're at a nice restaurant.
Oh yeah.
Buzz Light. Rock's in his second bottle of fucking red wine bullshit.
Is that a French wine bullshit?
We both got turtlenecks on.
Yes. The soft glow of the candles.
Yeah. Hey, I'll take another one of these. And I'm ruining the night because I'm too loud and vulgar.
A good tune. That was a good tune.
Ex Vagina.
Oh,
yeah, that's the spin-off porno I'm gonna make of Ex Machina. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm trying to get in the holiday spirit. I got the fucking lights up here.
Yeah, it's festive.
Good. Yeah.
I remember the old place you had well, the first place I should say, you had the little tree and you put the little Christmas lights up and.
Well, it's funny you mention that, Rock, because now when Rock and I started the radio thing, it wasn't even a visual aspect at all.
No.
Oh, yeah. Now we got like now I live on the other side of the country. We got to do a split screen thing that people watch. And I'm like, I don't know. I got to fucking spice it up or something. Get a broad in here. Or when like a holiday come around, I got to make the set look festive. So I decided to put the lights up. And I think next week I'm going to go one step further and stick a Christmas tree in here.
What?
Build up to Christmas.
I like how you just randomly just bring up, maybe get a broad in here, like as if that's even going to be a reasonable possibility.
It might be.
Oh!
I talked to our buddy there, Race Car Johnny in Miami.
He's not a woman.
Yeah, no, it's not a broad. He mentioned there's a girl out here that lives in my area that's a NASCAR chick, and she wouldn't mind doing a podcast. She's kind of pretty. I was like, oh, okay, maybe Rock and I can get like a broad and we'll stick her like do a 3-shot thing and stick her in the middle of us. Just to get clicks.
Kieran, I tell you, I keep saying this. Forget about us even being on. Just have her on the screen. She could just be sitting there, and we could just be talking in the background.
That's pretty much what I'm saying, Rock.
Yeah.
She just stays there, and yeah, people watch because they're like, "Who is that girl?"
Right.
You know, it's like that whole like there's this girl out there, Mia Khalifa. You ever hear that name?
Oh, sure, sure.
Yeah, she has nothing to add to anything ever.
Oh.
And apparently she did like adult films for like 6 weeks when she was 21, and everybody refers to her as a porn star, but apparently she didn't want to be a porn star, so obviously she quit.
Right.
And now she's like, oh, you know, but I have that, and I'm going to start an Instagram page and become like a social media influencer, because I'm going to be a hot chick that talks about sports.
Right.
And on top of that, so she does that. And on top of that, she still does like the porn stuff. Like come to my website and look at naked pictures of me for like $14.99 a month. Like, it's just weird. It's like we pay attention to her opinions about sports because we get to see her naked. You know what I mean?
Well, Kieran, that's not fair. Just because she gets naked doesn't mean she doesn't have an opinion. That's not fair.
No, I'm not saying that.
Oh.
I'm saying that people pay attention to her talking about sports because she does do it with pretty much the option of seeing her naked if you want.
So just take your dick out and we'll get more hits.
I doubt it. Like I was watching a Nicki Minaj video the other day.
Sure.
This is our Christmas.
Yeah, this is definitely our Christmas segment.
I'm watching a Nicki Minaj video the other day, and she's like rapping on all fours with her ass in the air, rapping. Okay. She's wearing like a G-string. And I'm like, I think I'm only watching this because you're, literally showing me your vagina and spitting your 16 bars. Right. Like, I'm not even paying attention to the song.
Sure. Yeah.
Like, there's something there that's just like, it's like trickery, It's trickery. Because if Nicki Minaj is wearing a turtleneck and some jeans and like a guy, I'm not listening. I'll be honest with you, I'm probably not listening. Or maybe I am. I don't know. It's like, it's kind of, like women entertainers, if they're certainly attractive, they have 2 ways of luring us in. And it's I don't know, maybe it's frustrating to me. I have to be funny all the time, constantly, and it sucks. I can't be funny all the time. I don't know. Yeah. I found it weird because I'm like, Nicki Minaj is literally banging this like bear rug in her video, rapping, and I'm like, why am I watching? What is the reason why I'm watching this? Is it because she's an illyricist? No. It's because she's fucking a rug.
It's true. It's true. Sex sells. I mean, that's what it is.
Sells, yeah.
That's exactly. What do you think Iggy Azalea had a career for that hot minute,
Because we're all sitting there trying to figure out if she's hot or not. Yeah. And it was a question for a while. Because sometimes she looked like she got hit by a truck, and other times she looked good. Yeah. So it was like a weird fucking thing.
Yeah. Christmas. This is our Christmas talk. Hey.
Yeah.
Ooh, ha.
Yeah, I can't bring myself to do Christmas shopping at all either. I don't want to fucking do that. I don't do any of this shit. I can't be in crowds anymore, I don't think, Rock.
No? Well, you could. That's what I was saying before. You could do it online. That's the one nice thing about it. You could just do shit online now.
I know I can do shit online, but I'm never on Amazon. You know what I'm saying, Rock?
I hear you. You could give people a used sock.
Right.
Here's my used sock from July. I hope you like it.
Yeah, right. That's a weird right-wing Mormons are polygamous. So it's like you're bringing in like it almost sounds like you're bringing in politics to it too. In that sense, like they're right-wing, like they're Republican, Mormon, and Mormon politic. I don't know, polygamous.
Polygamists.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. So yeah, the Yankees gave us a gift.
Oh, speaking of gifts,
The Yankees are stupid.
what? Why? What happened? Why do you think it is?
It's ridiculous to get. It's ridiculous. They signed that guy that. By the way, I don't even know if I'm a Yankee fan, and the Yankees apparently signed a dude who hit 59 home runs last year.
Yes, his name is Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Yes,
he was the National League MVP.
correct.
And now the Yankees already had a guy named Aaron Judge who hit 52 home runs.
That is right.
So the 4 or 5 hitters next year in the lineup for the Yankees are combined 111 home runs or so.
That's right.
It's ridiculous.
They said there was a stat. I don't remember the exact number, but I think like with Stanton now, the Yankees 3, 4, and 5 batters last year hit one more homer or one fewer homer than the entire Boston Red Sox team did all season.
That's ridiculous.
It is. That's like fantasy, like, playing on a video game. It's like hacked video game stats.
Right. Yeah. It's I don't know if it's like fair or not. And then I'm like reading in the paper that the Yankees are going to get under some sort of luxury tax thing. So they'll have more money next year to possibly go after the fucking Bryce Harper guy.
Do you know what luxury is?
Yeah. I'm like,
wow, that would be ridiculous if they get Bryce Harper as well.
Their goddamn team looks like a video game, like from back in the 80s when you're playing Sega and you're just loading your team up with all the all-stars.
Can I just say that's not, they kept on saying, that the Yankees are going to go back to their old ways and the farm system and make the Jeters and the Riveras and the Pettits. And they're not. They're not doing that. The only guy that they had
it before 3 days ago. They had that before 3 days ago, and now it's back to the A-Rod Jeter era with adding Giancarlo. It makes it a superstar team again.
Yeah,
because everybody on that team is a potential superstar.
It's true. And they gave away 2 of their prospects, and they gave away Starlin Castro, who now the Mets might be getting.
And when I was calling our old buddy there, Race Car Johnny, in Miami during the week, because he used to text me during the season about how many home runs Giancarlo hit. Every time Giancarlo hit a home run, he texts me what number he's up to in home run total.
Oh my goodness!
Because he was like, because Giancarlo's better than Aaron Judge. And I'm a fan of Aaron Judge. Now I call him because I got both of them now.
Yeah, he's like, how about that?
I'm gonna just text you both home run totals this year.
It's mine now.
But Race Car Johnny was saying in Miami, the outlook, the talk on the radio in Miami was that Jeter's in cahoots with the Yankees and pretty much making, because he owns the Marlins now, he's making the Marlins the quadruple A team for the Yankees. Meaning the prospects and good players that the Marlins acquire are built up into good players and have them play in the majors. They're eventually just going to give them away to the Yankees.
It's funny, but it's not true. Obviously,
it's not true. It's not true.
But it's funny. It's fun to think that way.
Because Giancarlo didn't want to go to the Giants, didn't want to go to the Dodgers, and then Jeter was just like, I'm going to call the Yankees and see what I can figure out. And somehow within 6 hours, he figured it out. Carlo, who's owed $295 million.
That's a lot of money.
That's a huge problem. And in 6 hours, they figured it out with the Yankees and sent them to the Yankees.
Yeah, but it's still gonna be a lot of money that the Yankees are gonna have to pay him. I don't know. It just seems weird because it seemed like they were on that old school track, and then they just fuck it, we'll take them, and then it ended.
What's scary is that they still have all those prospects. They gave away a couple shitty ones and Sterling Castro.
Yeah.
Couple, but they still have all the top 5 guys. It's just crazy. I know it's sports talk radio and shit, but it's just if you're into like baseball, if you're not a Yankee fan, you're fucking furious. And if you're a Yankee fan, you're going, oh my God, I feel spoiled. I feel like like a rich kid dude.
It'll be interesting to watch next year. That's for sure.
You know, like whose dad bought him a Ferrari on his 16th birthday. Like, I feel spoiled as a Yankee fan. It's ridiculous. Like the Mets, the crosstown Mets, they're big. Like they're hoping to sign like Neil Walker or something.
Yeah, right. Hopefully he'll come back.
Who the fuck is this guy? You know, who's this fucking guy? Right? Hopefully he'll come back. But yet the Yankees just acquired a dude who was, you know, worth more than $250 million. Yeah. And they claim they're saving money by getting under the luxury tax.
I mean, those two guys are monsters too. Like those two guys standing, like Aaron, like they're physical monsters. That's like the other crazy part.
Yeah, our fourth and fifth hitter potentially next year, wherever they're in the lineup. The dude is Giancarlo's 6'6" and Aaron Judge is 6'7".
Right.
It's crazy. I think Giancarlo's on steroids though. That's why I didn't want him. I didn't want him because I think he was on steroids, but I don't fucking know. Who gives a shit? You know? I don't know. I don't know.
It's gonna be.
Here's the pitch. Oh shit!
It's gonna be every game against the Yankees.
Or it's just gonna be like opposing pitchers doing this.
Ball 4, ball 8. Low, and Vaughn has walked the bases loaded on 12 straight pitches.
Right.
Boy, how can he?
Right, you're just gonna lay off. You're gonna have a bunch of pitchers just throwing the fucking ball to the backstop because they don't want to pitch to these guys. Crazy. I don't know. Yeah. So that's fucking nuts. And I hear in other news, fucking I don't know. Do I really want to do news? I don't want to.
You can do news. You want to do news?
I hate that our show's always news. I've been watching a lot of TV. Have you seen Ozark?
No. What the hell's Ozark?
It's like a Jason Bateman fucking series. Right. There's only one season of it.
Yeah.
But he plays like a fucking a financial advisor for like a cartel.
Okay.
Like a Mexican cartel. I don't know. I saw like one episode of it. I've never heard of it. I've never heard of this show ever, anywhere. Right. And it's been out for a full season. I watched one episode. I'm like, how is this thing not like the greatest thing of all time?
Really?
Oh man, it was amazing the first episode. I'm like, I want to binge. I want to watch like 6 episodes today because I want to know what happens. It's like a really good book. Not that I've ever read a book in my fucking life, but you know, it's fucking amazing. Jason Bateman's an awesome. He's always good. He's always in good shit. Other than this, he's always in good shit. Other than that sitcom he was in, like when he was a kid. Oh, wow. Yeah, but yeah, he's always in good shit. And apparently he directed this thing.
Wow.
And produced it. And I'm like, wow. I was like, this is fucking incredible stuff.
Check that out.
Yeah, it's like he's a financial advisor for a Mexican drug cartel. He's like laundering crazy amounts of money, and his wife's banging some dude on the side. And he finds out that his wife's banging some dude on the side, and I don't know. He just has to like skip town. He lives in like it. It starts out that everybody lives in Chicago, and I don't know. Just I'm not gonna ruin it.
By the way, the music's still playing somewhere.
I know. Oh. I love it.
Oh, you're just having it going in the background? It's like a little ambiance.
Do you know I'm Sir Rocket? More wine, please.
Chop, chop.
Chop, chop. It's the holiday season. Look at that escargot. Oh.
I've been watching Crashing. Have you caught any of that? Crashing?
Yeah.
Pete Holmes?
I watch Crashing and I just think of like,
oh no.
It just reminds me of hanging out in the city. Like
that's all
it's just hanging out at the stand. I'm like, this is what we used to do at the stand. You ever get like, you know, at Chris Italia's place? Yeah. It just reminds like there's not. Do you like the? It reminds me of everything about that you and I used to do in New York City. It reminds me of everything. Like going to watch dudes perform in front of like 2 people.
Right. Well, right. Yeah. But I don't know. They're still, you're following him and trying to make it and, get a career. So, I guess we were kind of like on the outskirts watching guys do that of sorts. But yeah, it's true. I definitely felt that. I was like, man, I already definitely felt the connection, being able to understand that. But I still think it's really well done, and it's keeps me watching, and there's some really funny moments. Artie Lang's great. I mean, that's basically a given. He's just got such funny lines in it. I don't know. It's an enjoyable series. I've been enjoying that.
Yeah, I mean, I watch it. It's like 20 minutes, and I just feel like this. I guess if you, I don't know. In a way, I feel like I sort of lived that. Not being a comic, but just. I've met a million dudes like that over the years.
It's too bad they didn't use the stand in it. I wonder why that was.
Yeah, they used the Village Underground and like some Boston whatever the hell. Yeah. Yeah, it was just fucking. It's a good show, but it's just like, this is what our life was for a lot of years. Like this.
Well, we were like on the outside, we were there, we were familiar, but we weren't comedians like doing the.
No, not comedians, but like I've hung out at the stand enough to feel like, you
understood what was going on.
I used to go a few times when we had Danny LaBelle on the show. I used to go to the goddamn Comedy Cellar after. What's that fucking the cherry tree or whatever the fuck it is above there? The olive tree.
Oh yeah, what the hell was that called? Olive tree?
Yeah,
olive tree.
Yeah, what is it?
Is it the olive tree? I don't know. I know the Comedy Cellar, but I don't know what it was called.
Right, the Comedy Cellar above it. There's a restaurant where most of the comics hang out. You walk in there any night of the week, you'll see fucking people you've seen on TV. Yeah. And Danny LaBelle and I went up in there one night after we did the radio show, or he came and did our show, and we walked, and it was just like an episode of Crashing. Right. It literally was. There was dudes that are just trying to make it. There are famous guys there. Yeah, it's just weird. I don't know. And like, I think at that time, like Rock and I were like a handful of people just doing podcasting.
Right. And the comedians were coming on our show, and then they realized, hey, I should be doing this myself.
Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah. Like, what do I need these guys for? Bill Burr came on our show like 4 times, and I realized, what the fuck? I keep doing this. Let me just do it myself.
Yeah, now he makes $8,000 an episode. Jesus. I've read some list one time that broke down like the famous comics and what they make per episode of their podcasts. I don't know if it was true or not. I don't know how anybody could ever even calculate that, not knowing these guys, and I'm sure they don't want to give out their bank statements. So, but on the list, it was just like they would throw out crazy numbers. Yeah. Like numbers you would just. Like Joe Rogan Experience that makes $11,000 an episode.
That's crazy.
I'm like, no way. I'm like, you fucking kidding me? I mean, he does like have like a gym and his studio in some sort of building somewhere, and it's all brand new. It's all high tech shit. I'm just like, maybe. I don't know.
There are some stupid numbers out there. I mean, the thing to keep in mind is that it's just select few people that do it. There is some people. I was reading this article just the other day about this couple that they were, just doing the 9 to 5, whatever. And they basically said, fuck it, we're not going to do it. They became world travelers and blogged about it. And now by just blogging, they make $10,000 a month just by posting shit. $10,000 a month.
I was watching Joe Rogan not too long ago, and he said he uttered like in a passing line that he makes his money doing his podcast more than anything else, right. Like more than his job at the UFC.
That's crazy.
Stand up. I don't know.
How much money are we getting from this?
Crazy, crazy. I've buried money in the ground because I don't know where.
Ones of cents.
How are
those you broadcast stocks doing?
Quarter of a cent. Yeah, I don't know. Apparently, we can't sell it.
No one wants it.
No one wants it. It's not worth the. Yeah. Didn't we try to find that out?
We should have invested in Bitcoin when we had the chance.
I can't even understand what that is. I don't even know what Bitcoin is. I should get on the. No, but I don't know. There's no way. I didn't get it. Why?
It's just crazy. Some of the like, you hear now that like you're hearing all these ridiculous stories about like some guy who had like $1,000 of shares back in 2007, and he accidentally threw it out. Like he threw out his paper with the information because now it's worth like millions of dollars, and or like someone who bought back in 2009 a pizza with some bitcoins, and like those bitcoins are now worth like $50,000-$60,000, and
right,
it's just like stupid money things. But it's like you don't know. It's kind of like gambling. It's all like gambling. The stock market's like gambling. It's all just there's no way to truly know. Because I was thinking about getting to buying some Bitcoin. Well, not Bitcoin, one of the other digital currencies, and I'm like, well, if I buy a couple $100, like, well, it's not gonna change my life. Like, you got to go in all in. You got to put in like tens of thousands of dollars.
It sounds like something I should get in, and then I'll regret like 15 years down the line that I didn't get into it now. You know what I mean? Right. But it seems like a hassle to get into it now. You know what I mean? Because and then trying to explain it to people at fucking meet and greets or functions or like, oh, I own some bitcoins, and wouldn't even know how to explain that to someone.
Well, and to that point,
like the podcasting of money.
Well, right. A great example of this is something I just saw recently. It was a 60 Minutes, like they put it on your YouTube page, about an interview they had with Jeff Bezos back in like 2006 or something like that. Or
John Bezos or Jeff Bezos?
Jeff Bezos, not John Bezos.
I'm
sorry, in like 97. I'm sorry, like 97. And like, at that time he was just killing it with just with books. And the interview on 60 Minutes just like could not get like what this guy is doing and like how he's gonna change the world, and like, you're selling books. Like, what do you're doing well, but it's like it was as if the interview was like, this ride's gonna end soon, and what are you gonna do? And he kept on like making like he was like Jeff was this crazy guy, and at the same time Jeff's driving his his very modest Honda Accord or whatever it is. And you look at that time, if you were like a viewer, you'd be like, yeah, this guy's just some like whacked out geek interneter guy who's just like riding this wave, and it's gonna fall apart. Fast forward to 2017. I mean, like, imagine if you owned just some stock back then, just some, like, not even anything crazy, a few $100 of it.
Right.
Pocket. No, I wouldn't say pocket, but just a couple $100. Totally doable. Couple $100. I mean, you'd be like fucking, you'd be like Scrooge McDuck right now, just like jumping in your vat of money.
Right.
But it's just because the point of I bring it up is because there's no way to know, it's like at the time, it's like we think about it, it's like, this doesn't make any sense. How is this going to, you have to have such foresight. You got to be able to see so much into the future, not just tomorrow, not just next week, not just next year. You got to be thinking 10, 15, 20 years down the road to see that sort of venture, materialize.
27 moves down the line.
Yes, exactly. And that's not easy. That's not easy at all.
No, it's fucking, and that's what kind of what luck is to me. Like, it's somebody who just does something, and then all the moves, 27 moves happen, and he just turns out on a fucking.
I mean, our best move was when we were at that expo many years back, and that was when Twitter was just kind of started. And we're like, what the fuck is Twitter? And we were just kind of like, who gives a shit? Twitter, schmitter. Like, it was like, we just thought like, at least I felt like this is like, what the fuck? This is dumb. 140 characters? Like, no one's going to want to do this.
Yeah, it's opportunities are seldom, and they're rarely perfect. And every time they've come across Rock and I's desk, we're like, fuck this.
So true.
It is. We could, to be honest with you, I'd never even realized them. With the lifespan of this show, I've never realized an opportunity when it was thrown to my face. Yeah. I never realized it. So I was just like, where's the next beer? Who's got a good joke to tell me? I never realized it. And now in hindsight, I see them all, and I just want to go fucking drown my head in a toilet. How'd he kill himself? Oh, he stuck his face in the toilet. That's the way I should go out, by the way.
Just with a note that says, I thought Twitter was stupid.
Just like my radio career, I flushed my life.
So Christmas.
Oh, it's not playing anymore right now. You want to do a break? We'll come back.
Sure.
We have some videos.
Yeah.
And we got to talk about John Oliver, I guess, confronting, who's the actor?
Dustin Hoffman.
Dustin Hoffman on stage at some Tribeca film thing. Oh, it was like they were honoring the movie Wag the Dog.
Right.
And John Oliver from HBO's Last Week Tonight or something confronted him about his sexual allegations. And we'll listen to that audio and we'll make some comments, I guess. Then we'll talk about other shit that happened. Call in 718-690-9290. By the way, during our breaks, we play classic clips from shows in the past. And all these shows that you hear these clips from are available on iTunes. So if you want to check them out, they're actually kind of fun. Rock and I had some really good shows back in the old days. So we did. And we're trying to do better shows now, but we're not in the same. It's kind of weird because we're not in the same area. We're not in the same studio. So the vibe's a little different. But I'm not saying these shows suck. But the classic
they're not good.
Yeah. You know it.
Joking.
They're not great. I know. I'm putting Christmas lights on the TV behind me to spice up the show. You know we got nothing going on when I can put goddamn Christmas lights on the TV to go. They just try to grab somebody's attention and go, "Hey, are those Christmas lights?"
This show used to be like the number 4 batter. We used to hit cleanup, but now we're the occasional pinch hitter.
We're trying to hang on to our spot on the A-ball team. Like Skip's going to call us into the office and go, "Hey, the organization wants to make a change." We're the Crash Davis of fucking podcasting. All right. More analogies, Kier. Go ahead. Just do more. More analogies that no one's going to fucking get. These kids are all millennials listening to this bullshit. Can I get a fucking Bull Durham reference? God damn it. All right. We're out of here. No, we're not out of here. We're coming back. Taking a break, coming back. There's classic clips of LR playing during the break. So check them out. And we'll be back with fun stuff right after this.
LunaticRadio.com.
If you are a proud supporter of LunaticRadio.com show and you'd like to see this show flourish or just Rock and I become alcoholics, you can donate to the LunaticRadio.com show by simply going on our website, Rocket, fire away.
Yes, absolutely. Donations. Go to the website, lunaticradio.com, and select from one of the options, even a recurring amount, or simply just give whatever you feel. Anything and everything is appreciated and helps pay for any of the expenses for the show and helps us keep going and, not have to dig out of our pockets. And we appreciate, again, anything you can give.
Right. So give a shit and give us a donation.
Well, give money. Don't give a shit.
Oh, right. I can go on about that one. So log on to the lunaticradio.com website if you would be so kind and give us a donation. It would be great.
Absolutely. Thank you.
And thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Yes.
From the lunaticradio.com show.
All right, Emo Tony's going to get up on stage. Everybody welcome Emo Tony!
The actual patrons here are disgusted.
Emo Tony has stepped up on stage, coming in at 420 pounds. He's wearing a t-shirt that says, "Boobies make me smile." It's Emo Tony, everybody. And he's dancing. Don't half-ass it. Go ahead, Emo. Yeah.
He's on the pole. He's on the pole.
He's working the pole.
He's getting into it.
He's getting
into it.
He just dropped down to it.
He is a pro.
Shaking his badunkadunk.
Look at this guy getting into it.
Emo Tony is up on stage dancing.
The dancers are going wild.
He's showing his stomach. I see a little ass crack.
I'm ready to go home.
Wow.
That's it. Night's over.
What was that, Pulse Bob?
He's got to do some pole tricks.
Emo
Tony
Look at
shaking
this
his
guy
ass.
go.
His ass his shorts are falling down. He's smacking his ass.
Tony,
He's doing like a ride-em cowboy type of thing.
He's getting tipped. He's having money thrown at him.
People are throwing money at him. This is unbelievable. This is a first in the history of Los.
Oh no, the shirt's coming off.
Oh, the shirt is coming off.
Oh no.
Oh
God, this is sinful. Sinful.
Emo Tony. Oh my
Oh,
God.
yeah. Now, those are some tits, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
He's built
Wow.
like a female dog.
What is he doing?
Oh! Oh! Ronnie Beans is here. Everybody grab a microphone. Ronnie Beans
Get on the
is
mic,
here.
Ronnie.
Ronnie Beans used to co-host the radio show. Grab the mic, Ron.
That pole is
Emo Tony
bowling.
is shirtless on stage.
Oh,
He's grabbing the pole. The pole might break.
Yes.
they're going to have to clean that thing afterwards.
The pole is bending.
Wow. The pole is,
It's shaking.
Bending.
By the way, who invited the Michelin Man?
and Emo Tony is exhausted.
Dude, I thought it was a no crack weekend.
Emo is winded. I think he's gonna pass out at the end of the stage when the song is over.
He's pacing himself.
Hey,
The stabs in this kid.
hey,
For the
he's got a
dancers,
sandwich underneath one of his tits.
one of the dancers is holding up Tony's Boobies Make Me Smile shirt.
Oh,
Boobies do not make me smile right now.
No.
it's terrible. No.
Emo Tony's ass is showing. People are throwing dollars at him. I believe it's the strippers
Yes.
paying back the
The
car.
strippers are sending money back.
I think he's out of
Girls are just throwing money at him.
They're giving him a refund.
He's shirtless.
He's out of gas. He's out of gas.
He's out of gas, everybody.
Tony is gassed.
Oh, God.
Under stretching cups.
Somebody
Oh,
get him
my
off the stage
Lord.
before he passes out.
He's continuing.
Oh.
All right, he's being waved off. Emo Tony.
Yeah, Emo Tony!
Good job.
Congratulations, Emo Tony.
Get your money, Tony. Don't forget your money.
Tony's the man.
Give it up for Emo Tony.
Dude, that pole has seen better days.
Ronnie Beans joins us.
I tell you what, the two guys who are here not for the show are disgusted by what just happened.
That was unbelievable.
I picked the wrong week to stop getting lap dances.
Wow.
Tony Emo has outdone himself.
Kieran and Rock. LunaticRadio.com.
Twitter doesn't give me these problems.
Kieran and Rock are on social media.
Why could you just like me?
Be sure to like and follow Lunatic Radio on Twitter.
Rocket, you gotta get naked. Take off your pants. Do something.
Sweet.
Don't say sweet.
Oh, I listen to you.
Okay.
So if you say take them off, I shall.
Twitter.com/Lunatic Radio.
They're already naked, aren't they?
I feel like I have hair on my microphone. That's why I've been blowing into it, if you're people listening.
Twitter.com/Lunatic Radio.
Nice this.
Kieran and Rock have returned.
I had in my hand a bunch of condoms, KY, lube, and a sixer. Or as Kieran would like to call it, a good time.
LunaticRadio.com.
What up, everybody? LR Show. Key Rock hanging out with you. Hold on, is Rock up? There he is.
Hello.
Word him up. Hello. Happy December, everybody. Word him up. I look like I'm in black and white on the shot, and Rock looks like he's in a colorful. He's always got vibrant colors on his.
Vibrant, yeah. That's your
The,
camera, because that's how it looks on Skype.
Yeah, that fucking sucks. I look so fucking just dull.
Yeah.
I look like I'm in time or something. I just terrible. I don't know, whatever. Follow us on Instagram at Lunatic Radio and on Twitter at Lunatic Radio. Hashtag LR Show on the Twitters. Do that. Live number to call in 718-690-9290. I can't wait till the Christmas. I'm gonna spend Christmas in goddamn Texas.
Nice.
I'm gonna have a cowboy Christmas. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either.
Yeah, but it'll be fun, a little different. You got a little snow there in New York, huh?
Oh yeah, it was wonderful shoveling that last night and this morning. Good times. But
Was it like a
what?
Like how many inches? Did you get a lot of inches, Rock?
Oh, right now I don't know. I don't got that many showing.
Just a dusting?
No, four-ish.
inches of snow, huh?
Yeah, just enough to be a nuisance, so it didn't it took a while before it started sticking to the ground, but
what?
I said it took a while before it started sticking to the ground, but it's always just annoying. I'm done with it. We should we should swap. I'll go to Arizona and you come back here.
Yeah, swap spit, that's what I'm saying.
Holla.
Get a little fucking freakiness going on, you know what I'm saying?
The whole fight.
Yeah, Leroy Jenkins said I look a bit black and white.
Yeah, that's just he's got to fix the saturation, but Kieran's got to do that on his end.
Rock looks faggoty, I believe he's writing it.
What?
He doesn't write that. He's not writing that. Rock, tell me about this video you sent me during the week. What is this thing about?
It was my dick, and I just figured you'd want to see it moving.
And I was like, wow.
I upgraded from the still image.
Yeah.
It was like going on around the office. It was getting passed around. This funny, like, little hijinks video. Apparently, this kind of made its way on Reddit, I guess. And yeah, it's like one of these videos that just kind of someone posts, and it goes viral because it's just kind of funny. And I was like, you know what, this would be perfect material for the show because the video's good, but it doesn't necessarily need it. So if you're listening on the podcast, you'll definitely get the full complement of understanding and appreciation for it because it's pretty funny. But with the video, it adds another layer.
The video is pretty hilarious. I didn't watch the whole thing because I want to like just watch it, but I watched like the first couple minutes of it, and it's only like 5 minutes long. But it is the lady's fucking pretty hilarious. Is it like I started watching it and I was like, is she doing like a goof on us? But then it's like, no, this is like authentic.
She really wants to. She wants that news career. She really wants to, be the lady on the street, as they say.
So it's a lady coming, I guess, coming up to a house fire,
right?
And she's reporting from her cell phone about the house fire happening on the block.
Right, using, I guess, Snapchat.
Using Snapchat. Yeah, it's called I'm Rhoda Young. Live on the scene on YouTube. So we'll play the audio. Here we go.
There's some funny lines she says. She really tries her best to be a news anchor of sorts.
And if you're watching the show, you might be able to actually see it on the TV behind me, but I don't know yet. We'll see.
I don't hear it. Nobody hears anything. It's silent.
You don't hear anything?
Zero. Nothing.
God damn it, you don't hear anything?
I don't hear anything.
I knew there was going to be something that was going to be able to work right. God damn it. All right, I'll find it on the I'll find it on this computer and I'll be able to play it for you, Rock.
Oh, thanks.
Damn. Well. Yeah, right. Here we go. I'll find it. I'm Rhoda Young live on the. Oh wait, does she have like a whole thing?
No. If you just look up that video, it's only one. I don't think she has a catalog, if you will.
Right. I was just trying to think if she's like faking. Let's see. Damn it! I had that all set up and everything. All right, here it is.
Turn it out the way. Hey, look! This is Rhoda Young. I'm going live right here on the fire scene right here. The fire truck right behind me. We're live. We're going live. We on the scene of this bitch. Oh, my camera won't turn.
That is the best part of the fucking video right there. Is that she's doing like a selfie with the camera. Video,
right?
And she thinks the camera on the cell phone will just pan on its own to the left and right. It's hilarious.
You definitely get an idea of this woman right from the beginning.
Like, that's when I thought this thing was authentic, because I was like, that's fucking genius if you thought about that. Like, it's just so simple.
Yeah.
And that's like 21 seconds into this.
Attention, Wavy News. This is Rhoda Young reporting live. I'm reporting live. I'm a volunteer. Wavy TV 10 is not on the scene, but Rhoda Young is on the scene. Right now, we're off of Ruthin. and another street off of Little Creek Road.
She just out at TV10. She's like, TV10's not here, but Rhoda is. How about them apples? Yeah. You like apples, TV10?
I'm on Armstrong and some other road.
This woman is amazing.
She's brilliant.
The house fire is in full active duty right now.
Full active duty? You can't write that. I'm sorry. There's no way she's taking that.
That's what I'm saying. It's genius if somebody wrote that.
Active duty.
The house fire's in full active duty.
This woman's amazing. Can we get her on the show?
Can we communicate with her? That's the thing. Here's just an image of the house fire. She's across the street from the house fire. I just got stills up behind me because I can't play it. But she's across the street from the house fire, and she's got to comment some more, I guess. And she's filming it.
Oh, sorry. My bad. So I got caught. Y'all. 532 is on fire. Let's get the house sprayed down with some water. Spray it down with some water.
She's telling the firefighters to spray the house with water.
Now she's the fire chief. First she's giving the news. Now she's a fire chief.
That's why they're there, Yoda or Rhoda.
Yoda.
We got 2 houses now on fire. Waving News 10, please tune in. That's your house. Which one? That's your house. Oh, God bless you. Huh?
She just told like another news organization to apparently take the live feed from her Snapchat and broadcast it out.
Patch this shit in.
Yeah, patch your news organization into my Snapchat feed and broadcast this out because Rhoda's on the scene.
Oh, it was. My house caught on fire. I need to be in too because your nerves be bad. Then let me ask you this. How did it catch on fire? Was you home? This is Rhoda Young reporting live. This guy right here, it is his house that is burning down. He do not know how the house caught on fire, but he was coming from the store with a 6-pack of red, blue, and white ribbon beer.
Is this a joke? Because this is classic. This dude's sitting on the front lawn of his neighbor's house, watching his house burn down. He's balding. He's in sweatpants and a shitty t-shirt, and he's drinking the most hackiest beer of all time, Pabst Blue Ribbon. And Rhoda's interviewing her terribly on the front lawn, and he's just sitting there. He doesn't seem too upset. He's drinking a Pabst Blue. Is this a joke?
Would you call it red, white, and blue ribbon?
Yeah.
That's pretty clever, actually.
I don't think Rhoda's got anything right so far on how to actually articulate or describe something.
So, PBR. We got electrical wires falling right now. Everybody stay clear. We got electrical wires coming down. Oh, shit. Fuck. Let's get out of here. Oh, fuck. I almost went down with it. I need to get this street blocked off. Damn it, get out of here. I need to get this street blocked off. Call Virginia Power. Shut off the power. Thank you.
She is fucking trying to take control of this entire house fire. I mean, there's EMS, there's the fire department, the police department there. Yet Rhoda, reporting on the fire on Snapchat via her cell phone, is taking control of the whole entire operation.
Call Virginia Power.
Yeah. Like they haven't thought about that, Rhoda. Come on. By the way, you didn't get anything out of the guy whose house it is burning on fire. He's sitting there with a Pabst Blue Ribbon. You didn't get shit out of him.
Fire right now is in active duty. The house is fully engorged. They coming out.
The house is fully engorged. Oh, she is a wordsmith.
Yeah, she is. Fucking God, she should write a book.
They coming out, they're running. Oh, there you go, just let it all burn. We got all the firefighters came out the house for some safety reason. They all has evacuated the house. Oh, your hair burned. His hair burned. Oh, his face burned. So you was really close to the fire. Yeah. No, get your hair. Don't hit me now. Don't hit me. Okay, I will, baby. But don't hit me, because I'll fight back. I love you. I love you. Give me
She's back to interviewing the guys whose house it is burning on fire. She's back to interviewing him, and he really wants no part of it.
some, baby. I love you. High five. High five. Give me, okay, high five. But you burned. His hair burned. Hi, this is Rhoda Young, reporting live. I just found out what happened with the house fire. The owner of the house was upstairs when the fire started. He was upstairs when the fire started, and the fire started upstairs. During my investigation, I have now discovered his motherfucking hair was on fire, and his pants is burnt off his damn leg. So he was right there when the fire started, and he got a six-pack of goddamn PBR. So now I got to figure out how the hell he started that damn fire. I ain't no damn joke. This is Rhoda Young reporting live for Waving News 10. I'm on the scene. I found out how the fire started.
Now she's gonna tell a police officer she found out how to fire.
I just love how she kind of just said the same thing, just two different ways. He was there with the fire happening upstairs, and the fire was upstairs, and he was there. She just said the same thing twice, two different ways. God, she's great. But she's on it, Kira. She's on it. She's gonna figure out how the fire started.
She's hilarious. Yeah, she's talking to the fire chief now, I think. There we go.
Okay, I can let you know what you're doing. I did an investigation on the fire. I found out how it started.
Wait to calm down a little bit, dog. You gonna be around?
Yeah, I got you.
Appreciate it.
You got it. I did an investigation while y'all doing this. Once again, that's the owner. Drunk as a motherfucker. Burnt down the whole fucking house.
Motherfucker.
Tell us Ope is coming out, y'all. From Norfolk Naval Station, tell us Ope is coming out.
Oh man. Wait, they're arresting the guy whose house it is?
Yeah, apparently.
Why does that happen? Are we gonna find out?
She figured it out. He caused the fire.
He caused the fires. Rhoda figured it out.
Rhoda did it.
He was up. So
TV News 10, Virginia.
Wait a minute. Well, I mean, Rhoda obviously is making it out that, you know, her idea that he was upstairs and the fire started upstairs. Just, you know, they made that dramatic leap that he caused the fire. But apparently the police probably determined through their investigation, not Rhoda's investigation.
No, it was all Rhoda. It was Rhoda all day, every day.
It caused the fire.
TV News 10.
But Rhoda will have it seem that she's the one that solved the entire case.
Give the facts at this point. Let them know they got somebody in custody. Show him in custody.
Okay, we have someone in custody that did start a house fire. That say he was
allegedly started the house fire.
Allegedly started a house fire. They have him in handcuffs.
Go around there and show him in handcuffs.
She's got a producer already.
I know. She got to do it in her ear already.
Everybody is really mad at me.
She doesn't have one of them earpieces.
No, not yet, not yet. Give it another 10 minutes. She'll have an earpiece.
Just an earpiece. Yeah.
I don't know why. This guy right here, he just looked at me and rolled his eyes. This is Rhoda Young. I solved the case before anybody was on the scene. This is Rhoda Young reporting live.
Wait a minute. That doesn't even make any sense. Oh, wait. Oh, she was on the scene first? Wait a minute. What's going on?
Allegedly. That's what she's saying.
Yeah.
From Birmingham Avenue in Norfolk, Virginia. Allegedly, this man has set his house on fire. He has been allegedly placed under arrest.
Allegedly placed.
Not allegedly. He has
Oh
been
my
placed.
God. She needs to write a book.
When the cuffs are on the guy and he's being put into a police car, he is under arrest.
She should title her book "Words and Shit." ... Allegedly.
Yeah, this lady's fucking a genius.
Things right now. He allegedly admitted to doing setting his own house on fire. I did saw the crime before the fire marshal got on the scene. Whether or not they want to give me gratitude or tell me thank you, but guess what? I know I did my job. I did the best job I could do, and if the fire marshal can at least say thank you, Rhoda Young, for solving this crime and making our job easier, it would be truly appreciated.
Oh. So she wants to be thanked.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
She wants to be thanked.
They didn't give her any gratitude.
How dare they?
How dare they?
TV News 10, allegedly.
I tell you what, though. You know what's great about video like that is that it just makes you feel good. It makes you feel good. Some people, man, whew, they just make you feel good about stuff.
And she was just throwing words around, hoping it would stick.
Yeah, like hopefully I'm using the right word to say what I want to say right now. You know?
But she solved the crime. She figured it out, Kieran.
She did. And the guy was upstairs. The fire started upstairs, so he did it. She made that fucking leap.
She made that leap.
She made that leap, and you were in the house. The fire started on the house. That's your house. Wow. She's on the scene. Fuck it. Allegedly, the house is on fire. No, Rhoda, the house is on fire.
Kieran, this is why you just need to go out in town and just bring like your phone, and when shit news happens, you need to just go live. I think that's the next step for Lunatic Radio. You just doing on the scene live.
Just not doing a podcast at all, just me broadcasting from my phone. Doesn't like Opie do that now?
But you need to be like at crime scenes and shit, like, you know, active crime scenes, and like, you know, when there's fires and, you know, if like, you know, there's like, you know, whatever's newsworthy, you need to be there.
That's a lot of work. I gotta get like Rhoda. I gotta get lucky. I gotta.
No, what you do is you download an app, a scanner app, and then you do like the local Arizona Police Department or Fire Department, and then when there's like a thing that goes off, you jump in your car and you go.
Like, is that what Rhoda does? Is that
I don't know. I don't know if she puts in that much effort, but you know. Yeah, the scanner. But you don't even need to buy it. You can just, there's free apps. I have an app on my phone. It's a scanner.
This is from November 27, 2017. This is not that long ago.
This is news. TV 10.
Rhoda's the shit.
Yeah.
I would love to have her. Now I gotta go. Fuck.
What's the matter?
Damn. Now I gotta go find a goddamn John Oliver thing, because you won't be able to hear it if I play it on the TV.
Luna Live. There you go. See, Cool Teacher's got the name. Luna Live. There you go.
Luna Live. Hashtag Luna Live.
Yeah, you'll just go on scenes. You'll Snapchat or do a Facebook Live, and like, you know, when something's happening in Arizona, you know.
I'm on the hashtag.
You can't remember that? You need to write it down?
Oh, honestly, yeah. I'm like that guy that needs to tattoo shit on himself to remember crap. Memento, yeah. Hashtag Luna Live.
Yeah, but you can't just write hashtag Luna Live. You got to go out and go to a something breaking news. You got to make news, Kieran. There's got to be news out there.
Breaking Luna Live?
No. Like, you know, you got to go do, you know. Like, if there's a house fire, you need to be there.
No, I'm not going to use my last name and stuff. No. Scanner rating. No.
What else happens in Arizona? What's newsworthy in Arizona? Like maybe like those car chases?
Not funny, haha, funny queer. Mm-hmm.
All right.
You could do that. Yeah, like Nightcrawler. Exactly. Yeah, Kieran needs to be like a Nightcrawler. You get the scanner, you listen, and then you go there and you do Facebook Live. As compared to Nightcrawler, who takes the photos and he did live feeds.
I'm not doing. What do you want me to do? Like you're.
What? What's wrong?
No. This is all fucking weird. I got fucking shit to do. I can't do this. I got stuff to do.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, I have stuff to do. I'm not doing this shit. What am I going to do? Go like.
You need to one up Rhoda. That's what you got to do.
Yeah, but I'm not as entertaining as Rhoda. Rhoda's, you know.
Oh, give yourself credit. You're entertaining.
No. She is just demolishing the English language. And I don't have the ability to do that because I know a little bit, you know, I know what some words mean. You know, Rhoda doesn't. Rhoda just, they sound good. I'm going to throw them out there and see if, you know, I get them in the correct order to make sense.
But Kieran, there's something about being in the heat of the moment live when something dramatic's happening to see, you know, how you react. I think you'd be great at it. I think it'd be actually riveting to watch and hear. I think you would
tell you
paint a
what.
very good picture.
I think I did a good job describing the 420-pound man back in the day dancing on that stripper pole at the blush we did.
That was very good.
Yeah.
Man,
That
it
was
was
pretty-
great when we had energy.
Yeah, energy and stupidity. Not a care in the world. Yeah.
I remember now where I was during that because before the show started, Kieran was wondering where I was. Hearing it immediately came. I was up in the front. I was like throwing money up there. I was kind of like helping egg them on to kind of, keep Emo Tony going at it. That's why you didn't hear me in the bit.
Do you want to hear? Oh, go yeah, in the break bit.
Yeah. It's so funny. I was listening to it. It's like all of a sudden I was like transported there. It's like,
right.
You know,
I can't believe we did a gig from a strip club. I can't even believe we did that.
Right? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And they wanted us back.
They wanted us back, and I think every stripper in that entire place was in that little broadcast area.
Yep, it was crazy.
It was insane. It was too much. It was too much.
Yeah, but you know what? We did it.
We did it, and it was fun. And fuck it, we went live. We did it live. Damn it. By the way, no one does their podcast live, but yet Rock and I still do. What the fuck?
Think about that. Yeah, everyone like fine tunes and tweaks and edits and
what the fuck? Like Rock and I are here doing it live. I mean, there's a select few of us out there that do them live.
I think Josh does his live with his brother.
Josh does his live. Yeah, a lot of people don't. Do you want to do the John Oliver, Dustin Hoffman shit, or do you not want to do that?
I mean, I don't know how it was. It wasn't really funny. I mean, it was pretty. I mean, you could play it. You could play it.
No, because who gives a shit? Really?
We are the only show though that drops segments. We're just like,
to be honest with you, who gives a shit? Like John Oliver's on a panel on a stage. They're talking. They're supposed to be talking about the movie Wag the Dog,
right?
But on John Oliver's panel is Dustin Hoffman. Obviously, he's a guy who was accused of allegedly groping somebody fucking 40 years ago.
Right.
She came forth and said, "Hey, he groped me." Now John Oliver is kind of berating Dustin Hoffman about it live on stage in front of this audience of like 500 to 1,000 people about something he did 40 years ago when he was a younger man and he was on set of some movie.
Right.
And it was I don't know, like, am I supposed to be rooting on John Oliver with this? Is he supposed to be fucking badgering Dustin Hoffman about this in front of all these people? I don't know. Like, what am I supposed to think? Am I supposed to be like, oh, fuck Dustin Hoffman because he did something as a young person that he probably regrets now? What am I supposed to?
Yeah,
I don't feel like John Oliver did anything like cool there.
We might as well play the clip now.
Now I gotta play it. Because I couldn't shut up about him. A fucking chatty Cathy.
Chatty. Yak.
I don't know if even this is like you can hear it, but all right, this is.
We don't even know if we can. It's terrible.
I don't know. I'm gonna play it, and I hope there's not a fucking ad before this, because I'll be.
Well, that's weird. Why did he say
that?
Go away, babe. Ball 4. Ball 8.
All right, here we
go. What do I do now? And they say what you can't do, or what's not a good idea to do, is that if you get into a dispute, it lengthens the argument. She comes back and says this, I say that, she says that. So he said, what you should do is just apologize. But there's a key word that's left out.
Oh, I think Dustin Hoffman right now is describing what he should do when this girl came forward and made these allegations. How should he respond to it in the press? That's what he's talking about.
And the quote, as it goes around the world, at a click. Right. And that is, if I did anything that was, out of sorts or I embarrassed her, I apologize. just says he apologizes.
Yeah, it's actually might. I mean, the intention is the same. You said, I have the utmost respect for women and feel terrible that anything I might have done could have put her in an uncomfortable situation. I'm sorry, it's not reflective of who I am.
Today. And they leave that out too.
Yeah, I know.
No, but that's the difference.
Well, it's your statement. I mean, because it's that part of it. I'm not the moral arbiter of anything. It's just, it's not reflective of who I am. It's that kind of response to this stuff that pisses me off. Because it is reflective of who you were. If it happened and you've given no evidence to show that it didn't happen, then there was a period in time for a while when you were creeping around women. So it feels like a cop-out to say, well, this isn't me. Do you understand how that feels like a dismissal?
I don't know. I don't know what the fucking... I mean, I don't know. John Oliver's like... Dustin Hoffman's supposed to fucking apologize for the guy he was fucking 40 years ago. And John Oliver's kind of nitpicking here. Like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. I think it's fucking kind of wrong. I know maybe he did something 40 years ago that was really pretty shitty, right?
I don't know. It's a tough subject because time doesn't always heal all wounds. You know what I'm saying? Like this, it doesn't matter if it was yesterday or 40 years ago, because it's not easy for people to come out and express how they feel. It makes it a lot, like we were talking about in the past episodes. It's like, you know, it's a lot easier and you feel more comfortable when there's other people talking about it and coming out. But you know, I don't know. It also keep in mind we're only hearing like a little segment of it. I don't really I
feel comfortable commenting on it, Rock.
I don't have enough information on the Dustin Hoffman scenario to really deep dive into it. But I mean, listen, John Oliver has every right to question him. I mean, he's on the panel. I don't see why not. He can't ask him.
Yeah, last week tonight's host John Oliver questioned actor Dennis Hoffman on the Tribeca film panel on December 1st. Sexual harassment allegations made against him. Yeah, all right.
Did you hear that Louis C.K. is buying the film?
His film?
Yeah. What was that called?
The one that wasn't released by that fucking production.
Yeah. He's just buying it, and he may just release it on his own.
Yeah, on his website.
Yeah, which would be very interesting to see what happens, because there might be just the diehard fans that'll still just want to see it, and you know, he might be, you know, from a financial standpoint with that film okay at the end of it. And, you know, just okay, not like, you know, what would have happened if it went into theaters, but it'll be interesting to see. I wonder what will happen with the credits, because I'm sure there's people in the credits who don't want to be affiliated with the film now. Like, how does that work?
Right. Well, that dude's fucking the guy making the credits is certainly making some phone calls going, all right, who's in and who's out?
Yeah. But actually, yeah, I don't know. Like, how does that work? Because, I mean, even the actors, like, couldn't they be like, I don't want... Like, how does that work? Could he? I mean, I guess he technically has the rights to it, so he could do whatever he wants. Contractually, I guess, you know, it's his film, so he could do whatever he wants with it. So, I'd be curious to see what he does. But all signs seem to point to him buying it and then at some point down the road releasing it on his own.
Yeah.
Which would be interesting to see.
All right. You know what? Fuck this John Oliver goddamn stuff. You know, because Dustin Hoffman was a piece of shit back in the day, and John Oliver's just trying to be the voice of a generation. I could care less about fucking either one of these guys.
Isn't that Pepsi? Isn't that Pepsi's tagline?
Yeah, well, yeah, the choice of a generation.
Oh, choice of a generation.
John Oliver's got the HBO show, so now he's the new Jon Stewart. So he's the voice.
Oh, I got it.
And, you know, he's got to, when he's in public and he's, you know, on stage with a guy who's done wrong, John's got to be the guy to point it out.
Right.
You know, and give his opinion. Ugh. I hate people like that. Like, I like watching John Oliver's show. I like it. It's fun. It's entertaining. Yeah. I don't want him to go, okay, now I got to be the voice of everything. I gotta be the
see.
guy.
Yeah.
I gotta be the guy that has an opinion about everything, like a Kanye West tried to do back in the day when he said George Bush doesn't like black people, and then he bombed terribly.
How is your buddy doing? How is he doing? Have you spoken to him lately?
Last time I heard, he was in fucking Montana recording an album.
Stop! Really?
He had to get away from everybody.
French Montana? He's doing an album
No,
with
not
French Montana.
By the way, you ever see that French Montana guy?
Yeah, he used to date the Gazorch.
He's skinny fat. You ever see his? I can't believe people even allow him to be a celebrity. He's skinny fat. Like he looks like you remember Kevin Federline started getting fat?
Yeah.
He had really narrow, thin shoulders, but yet he just looked like he was pregnant. That's what French Montana looks like.
So
skinny fat is the worst thing to be, I think.
Really?
Worst body type to ever have. I want to go out. I just want to tell everybody. I don't know.
That was Kieran's editorial moment.
Skinny fat. I'd rather be 420 pounds and 5'3" than be skinny fat. Because when you're skinny fat, when you're 5'3" and 420 pounds, clearly you have a thyroid problem, some sort of genetic disorder. When you're skinny fat, you're just lazy.
I wish I was ripped. Don't you just wish you could be like ripped? Just be like fucking, not like crazy, but like just like ripped, just like.
Oh, just like ripped for just being ripped and not working to be ripped.
Yeah, you want to work for it?
No, because then being in shape wouldn't be the thing that people find attractive.
No, I don't mean like it changes for everyone. I'm just saying for yourself. No, I'm not saying like it changes for everybody. I'm saying just for yourself. I wish that. I wish I could just wake up tomorrow and have like a 6-pack of abs and
be ripped.
Delts.
Be fucking selfies. Rock camera mirror.
You'd be the first one to get him, Kieran. Don't you worry.
Pictures of Rock and his boxers, pulling down his boxers to see his cum gutter.
Aww.
I don't want to be fat.
You want to be fat?
No, I don't want to be fat. I've been fat and I've been thin and I've been ripped. Every single one of them's great.
Yeah. You've had your happy moments in all phases. I
loved being fat. I loved being in shape, and I loved being.
You weren't fat, Kieran. You were just like you were squeezable.
Fat.
I miss squeezable Kieran. He was so much fun.
If I had flippers, I'm a seal. Same fucking thing.
Squeezable Kieran. That's when he was in a relationship, right?
Yeah. Somebody was sleeping next to me, going, "You're fucking fat." All right, we'll see you guys later. Follow us on Instagram at Lunatic Radio, on Twitter at Lunatic Radio, and donate to the show on the website lunaticradio.com. You can do that. And we'll see you next week. Rock, getting closer to Christmas.
Oh shit!
And with that, I'll play this.
So a tough start for the Erie Warriors as they drop a heartbreaker to the Yankees, 9-0. Post-game show is brought to you by... Christ, I can't find it. The hell with it.
Yeah, we'll see you guys later. We'll try it better next time.
Later.
Slatron, everybody. Peace.